Welcome to our channel. Saskatchewan pauses permanent resident pathway. The Saskatchewan government has halted its hard-to-fill skills pilot program aimed at addressing shortages in certain skilled positions. This decision has prompted Saskatoon residents to prepare to leave the country, along with others in similar situations. The pilot program, launched in December 2021, targeted intermediate and low-skilled workers in high-demand jobs. It allowed workers who obtained a job approval letter from an employer to apply for the Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program after as little as 6 months of employment. The closure excludes occupations in healthcare, agriculture, or value-added agriculture sectors. The closure was due to reaching the cap on nominations for the program, which is a temporary category with a fixed allocation. Can I apply for another Saskatchewan PR pathway? If you are interested in living and working in Saskatchewan, the Saskatchewan PNP program may be for you. There are many different streams under which you can apply under, as long as you meet the qualifications and requirements for those categories or streams. Canada's Provincial Nominee Program 2024, PNP programs. Applicants for Canadian work visas under the Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, enjoy a speedy visa application process. Intending immigrants under PNP should have the necessary skills, proper education, sufficient work experience, and a passing language examination result for semi- or low-skilled trades or professions. To qualify under the Provincial Nominee Program, a Canadian province or territory must nominate an applicant. Many Canadian provinces have an arrangement with the National Government of Canada in order to carry out their prerogative of nominating immigrant workers who would like to establish themselves in their respective provinces. The Visa Place Express Entry application service will get you into the pool quickly and with a profile that gives you the best chance of being selected. Find out if you are eligible for our Express Entry service by clicking Get Started. What are provincial nominee programs? PNP Canada programs allow Canadian provinces to nominate individuals for immigration to their province based on criteria set by the provincial government. Successful applicants obtain a provincial nomination, which may then be used to apply to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, for permanent residence. What Canadian provinces offer PNPs? Currently, 11 territories are participating in the program. Criteria and eligibilities vary depending on the place of nomination. Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program, AINP. British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program, BCPNP. Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP. Newfoundland and Labrador Provincial Nominee Program, NLPNP. New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Program, NBPNP. Nova Scotia Provincial Nominee Program, NSPNP. Northwest Territories Nominee Program, NTNP. Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, OINP. Prince Edward Island Provincial Nominee Program, PAYPNP. Quebec Skilled Workers Program, QSWP. Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, SINP. Yukon Nominee Program, YNP. The latest PNP Canada draws and updates. Follow our page for live updates on Canada's PNP draws and updates in 2024. All 11 territories have draws and updates that will be listed on the page. There are more than 80 PNP immigration streams, so stay connected to this page to know the latest draws and updates of 2024 provincial nominee programs. What is the Express Entry stream of PNP? The Express Entry stream is aligned with the Federal Express Entry system. Under this stream, Canadian provinces are allowed to select the candidates from the Express Entry pool and notify them to apply in their provincial nominee program. Express Entry versus PNP. Which one should I choose for Canada Permanent Residency? Many people who are interested in Canadian PR ask this question, which program they should apply for. Express Entry is by far the most popular and typically the fastest program to obtain Canadian permanent residency through. The Express Entry program calculates a score for each applicant depending on a collection of categories. However, if your CRS, Comprehensive Ranking System, is low, you can plan to apply to any of the Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, for Canada. Many PNPs accept the applicant even with low CRS scores. How to apply for provincial nominee programs, PNP. While the immigration process in general is confusing, the PNP doesn't have to be. There are several steps that you can take to start the process for applying for a PNP no matter whichever province you are applying for. Step 1. Determine your eligibility. Step 2. Start the application process. Step 3. Check the process times. Step 4. Provide required documents. Step 5. Prepare your arrival to Canada or apply again with corrections to application. Acknowledgement of receipt, AOR. Once the IRCC has received your PR immigration application, you will receive an acknowledgement of receipt, also known as an AOR. This AOR is a confirmation that your application file has been created. You may also be referred to an AOR date, which is the date from when your 6 months intended processing time begins. Which PNP requires the lowest IELTS score? Both Saskatchewan and Manitoba require the lowest IELTS out of all the Canadian provinces. The IELTS, International English Language Testing System, is a key selection parameter in the Canadian immigration system. The immigration authorities verify the English proficiency level of an applicant based on their IELTS test result. IELTS is a globally recognized and accepted English language proficiency test. Saskatchewan Province of Canada accepts the applicants with low IELTS score requirements for its Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, SINP. The SINP requires a minimum CLB, Canadian Language Benchmark, 4 score in IELTS. The Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP, of Manitoba Province also needs a low IELTS level, i.e. CLB, Canadian Language Benchmark, 4 score. What to expect when applying for the PNP. Once nominated by a province or territory, the next step is to file a PR, Permanent Residence, application with Citizenship and Immigration Canada, CIC. The CIC will then evaluate your application and supporting documents based on Canadian immigration rules. Why seeking professional help with PNPs is important. The Provincial Nominee Program is a great opportunity for foreigners to gain permanent residence in Canada. However, since the criteria for PNP differ in every province or territory, an applicant cannot afford to make a single error. Consulting with a legal professional from Canada will help you understand what province might be the best option for your application bid, and what specific requirements are necessary. Why hire us to help with your PNP application? While the procedures for applying for a PNP may seem uncomplicated, some applicants apply without seeking any help from an immigration lawyer, thinking that they can do it themselves. For PNPs, there is a higher risk of refusal in cases where the application is not properly prepared. The standards are very high. The documentation and processes involved in successfully obtaining a PNP are complex and usually require legal expertise. We have helped thousands of individuals and their families successfully immigrate to Canada through the Provincial Nominee Program. Our experienced immigration lawyers will be able to assess your case and recommend a course of action to best serve your needs, be it for Nova Scotia, Ontario, BC, or another major province. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the IRCC news. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos exploring the latest advancements and insights in the latest news. For more information contained in the content of this video, www.visaplace.com.